Hello and welcome to the Age of Histories, everyone. We have finally arrived to the penultimate episode of the definitive list of Aoe2 castles for 2025. Even though during this episode we arrived to the 50th Civ in our list, we still have one extra special episode that will follow this one. But for now we are continuing our quick-fire episodes to make up for the previous downtime we had in our list, and so no more dawdling around, let's wallow. As cool and hardy as the Viking castle looks, the truth is that there was no such thing as a Viking castle in the medieval sense. Vikings did not build stone castles like those seen in later medieval Europe. Instead, their fortifications, when they built them, were typically made of earth and timber, often in the form of circular ring forts such as Strelberg. As seafaring raiders and traders, they prioritized mobility over permanent stone strongholds. One noticeable feature in this castle design, however, are the roofs of the Great Hall on the left-hand side, which is a nod to the Viking stave churches, especially those found in Norway. Built in the 11th and 12th century, these reflect a fusion of Norse woodworking tradition and early Christian architecture. Another cool detail is the beam at the top of the hall, which harkens to the supreme maritime engineering triumph that was the longboat. This castle is a design that draws from a number of fortifications of the Christianized medieval Magyars. As before the conversion, the Magyars were mostly a nomadic civilization akin to the Huns and the Sarmatians that came before. Primarily, I believe that the devs were inspired by the reconstruction of Shigligit Castle, built around 1260 by the Benedictine monks of Pennenhalma who received the land from King Bela IV of Hungary following the Mongol invasion for the protection of the Lake Balaton region. Together with Eger Castle, also originally built by King Bela IV, this castle was later strengthened in the 16th century under Bishop Tamas Bakos and Captain Istvan Dobo to protect against the Ottoman Empire, where it became famous for its heroic defense in 1552 when a small Hungarian force successfully repelled the much larger Ottoman army. The Malay castle is an odd one to say the least, for it prominently incorporates the horned roofs of the Rumah Gadang. This traditional house design of the Minangkabau people in West Sumatra in Indonesia is known for its distinctive upswept roofs that resemble buffalo horns. These wooden houses are richly decorated and serve as communal homes for extended families, reflecting the Minangkabau's matrilineal culture, which also functions as a symbol of cultural identity and play a central role in ceremonies and social gatherings alike. I just hope that the enemy player does not research chemistry. The stone part of the structure seems to be mostly developer artistic license derived from the various Kandi temples, ancient Hindu and Buddhist religious structures found primarily in Indonesia, especially on the islands of Java and Sumatra, known for their intricate stone carvings. In keeping with the tradition that was initiated during the Age of Conquerors, the new Maya castle once again is made to resemble the various pyramidal temples that are synonymous with the region. However, unlike its predecessor that could be directly correlated to the Temple of the Inscriptions at Palenque, this castle design does not seem to correlate neatly with a real-world temple design. From what I understood, this structure is one more developer artistic expression that amalgamates various locations such as the Sky Palace in Belize, the tallest man-made structure in the country that served as a royal palace and ceremonial center for the Maya during the 7th to 9th centuries, as well as the Lamanai Temple in Belize, built sometime around 100 BC and 100 AD by the Maya as a ceremonial center dedicated to religious rituals which remained in use for over 1500 years. Even though when we ride with the Cuman horde alongside Cotton Khan in the campaign we find ourselves in Eastern Europe, The architecture of this castle does a wonderful job at reminding us of the Central Asian roots of the Cuman people, both with the masonry itself having that large round tower reminiscent of the Persian stronghold, together with the dome at its top harkening to the Tatar architecture, and then bringing it all together with the wooden buildings at the top of the castle, which has been a theme for many other imaginative outlets of the devs. As this castle is one more of those designs that are artistically licensed given the near total lack of any archaeological remains of this civ due to their nomadic nature for most of their existence. That said, the wooden buildings at the top of the castle seem to be directly taken from modern reconstructions of step timber fortifications built between the 9th and the 13th centuries. With that castle we have finally arrived. 50 out of 50. If you have enjoyed these episodes and want more series like this one covering other aspects of AoE2 history, comment down below and hit the like and subscribe buttons as they truly help immensely. But we have not finished our journey quite yet. For as promised, we have yet to go through a few errors that were made throughout this series, most of which were so graciously pointed out by you, my wonderful viewers, as I truly believe that integrity demands we call ourselves out on such things. So keep an eye out for that video soon, but goodbye for now, and thank you for watching.